Hey, hi, hello. If you are sticking around, I have a message for you. So I'm going to use my Dark Goddess Oracle to see who we are hearing from today. I'm just going to call in the collective's guides who are of the highest good, integrity 9 and above, and ask for the message that we most need to hear right now today. Who are we hearing from today? What do we need to know? Freya, complexity. I do feel like there's a lot of duality right now is what I'm feeling within the collective, and we're learning how to navigate new spaces from new vibrational frequencies. So let me read from the book for Freya. So she's the Norse goddess of love, war, and beauty. She is both the goddess of fertility, love, and pleasure, and one of death and war. She wears a magical falcon feathered cloak and glowing amber necklace and is so alluring that no mortal or god can resist her. Freya is a fierce warrior who rides through the sky in her chariot pulled by 2 cats or on the back of her boar. As queen of the Valkyries, she has the first choice of warriors on every battlefield, and she accompanies their souls to her palace in Folkfinger. I don't know if I'm saying that right. So the meaning is you are a beautiful, complex, and multifaceted gem. Freya is supporting you and embracing all aspects of yourself. Don't diminish yourself or smother your desires to appease others or avoid their judgment. Allow your authentic self to shine brightly. Take ownership and celebrate all of the many wonderful things that make you special. And as I was reading that description, I got the feeling of just like busting out of the shell, almost like no holds barred, but really tuning into like, this is my authentic self. I'm tired of dimming my light. I'm tired of showing up inauthentically. I'm tired of it feels like making excuses or like changing your boundaries to appease other people. And it's really just showing up. This is who I am. This is what I need. And if you are not able to meet that or appreciate it, that's fine, but you don't have a place in my life. And it's this very firm but bold energy. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to pull from the herbal astrology to get a little bit more insight on what's going on with us currently. Freya, what do you need the collective to know that is listening to this message? What are they going through, and what advice do you have for them? Okay, so immediately I'm hearing like owning your authenticity doesn't have to be quite as complex as you've made it out to be. Humans and our emotions. I got Coca for foresight and Mitrangia for shapeshifting. I don't know how to say these things. Sorry. But foresight and shapeshifting. I love that. Foresight and shapeshifting. And this is, I'm really called to the sword here, which reminds me of like the sword of truth. So this is really you have found an authenticity within yourself that you didn't know existed when you began this journey. So I feel like you've been on a journey of discovering your innermost self, your most authentic self, and what that means, how to show up in the world as that. And so you've been on this fairly long journey. Rainbows may also be significant. This fairly long journey of discovering who you are and what you stand for and how to show up in the world. And now that you've come to this place of like deep inner understanding, you are peeling back the layers of, I want to say people pleasing, but that's not quite the right word for it. You're peeling back the layers of unhealed generational cycles within your family line is really what it is. And so now it feels like you're at the precipice. You're at like the end of the cycle. We've been talking about that the last couple of weeks. We're coming to that end of the cycle. And so it feels almost like this layer of grief that has been like letting go these past versions of yourself, letting go the past relationships, the past way that you shown up. Okay, I see. So what I'm being shown is that the relationships you had with specific people in the past, you had to let them go so that you can enter into a new relationship with those same people as your authentic self. Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense. This shape-shifting card is really like returning to your authentic self. learning to trust in your divine nature, really leaning into the fairy realm may be important to you. The I forget what that's called. Why did I just blank on that? The mystical realm. You know what I mean. All right. Jaguar feels significant. Okay, so actually what I'm feeling into is that you are birthing a whole new world and a whole new experience, a whole new way of being. You are experiencing yourself in a new way, which means the world will be experiencing you in a new way, which in turn means you'll experience the world in a new way. All three are magical and important, but the way that they're feeding into each other is like this really beautiful dance. Revival, yeah. Honestly, I'm getting soul retrieval from this card. And then completion. You've completed the cycle. Oh, that... Lovely. Okay, so the full moon today marks the completion of your cycle. And so you may still be feeling like the lingering effects of the energy for the next couple of days. But by the end of the week, any like tendrils of old energies should be cleared out. If you feel called to do like a house cleansing or even just sweeping the floor, I'm feeling like specifically around your bed, sweeping or vacuuming right around your bed, just as a way of cleansing and releasing energy would be really powerful this week. But completion and revival. The revival is giving me soul retrieval, and it feels like you've been on this journey of retrieving your authenticity. You have actually been healing past lifetimes as well, and collecting those little shards and fragments of your soul. There's like a lot of layers of healing that I'm seeing in my mind's eye. It's like a cake. And they're letting you know that your graduation, woohoo, you have come to the completion. You have come to the final cycle, perhaps Sagittarius, or is that Capricorn, is important. Yeah. I'm also being really called to like the bones on this. What is the message there with the bones? Okay, pull Tiny Tarot for that. This is my Tiny Tarot deck. 8 of coins. Yeah, is this about healing or moving forward in the future? You've been laying a lot of foundations. You've been putting in a lot of work. Okay, so they're telling me that you feel as if you haven't seen the like rewards of your hard work yet, the manifestation. 2 of Wands in reverse. And they're saying that a lot of the rewards or the benefits of this hard work that you've really been putting in is on a soul level. And so there are certain things that you won't see in this lifetime, but there are others that are being like sequestered in divine timing. So they will appear. You have done the work to earn them, but they need divine timing to be able to come in. There's other factors involved. But they really want you to know that a lot of these things have been on a soul level. You've done a lot of healing for the collective itself. And some of these things that you have like manifested or achieved, or the reward, however you want to look at it, will come to you in like soul wisdom when you graduate from this lifetime. And other things are going to be sprinkled within other lifetimes, like in the future. And then I get the Knight of Wands. Yeah. So there is something coming into you quick. And this does feel, with that shapeshifter card earlier, it feels like a little bit of a refresh in your life. Something's coming in quickly that's going to really give you a new perspective on the life that you're living and what you came here to do. Page of Wands in reverse, and then 3 of Wands. So it does feel like you are going to be coming out into the public eye, and perhaps creating an offer or sharing your gifts more, whether that's virtually or in your life, however that looks. But that's coming in. I hope this message serves you well. I will see you soon. Oh, and if you want a reading with me, you know where to get that.